one of the gentlemen that has just been doing amazing work. He is now the CEO of the 100 Black Men of Omaha. And I won't steal his story, but he started as a mentee. He's gone from mentee to CEO. Let's please bring up Richard Webb.
Thank you, Willie. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to grace the stage today. Thank you, Willie, for being a partner and my personal mentor through the Young Professional Network. I'm still a young professional, creeping up there. But, you know, whenever he asked me to speak, like Willie said, my name is Richard Webb. I'm the CEO, Executive Director for the 100 Black Men of Omaha. Our mission is to improve the quality of life in Omaha by helping our youth to be respectful, responsible, and ready to lead. I became a part of the organization in the 8th grade as a mentee in the organization, worked my way through as a board member where I was a member at large, treasurer, president-elect, and then in September of 2017, stepped down from president-elect to take on the role as executive director for the organization. And I know I only have 5 minutes, and I'm gonna try to talk quickly so I can get as much information out as I can, but I will be in a breakout a little bit later. And I'll tell you a little bit why I took on this position and why I believe that it was my footsteps, my will to take on this position, because it's my passion. My mantra is I want to be the big kid and show other kids how to be a big kid, but enjoy life and enjoy it to the fullest. And I believe the reason how you do that is coming together and making sure that you're sowing positive seeds into our youth with promise. And why do I say youth with promise? Because a lot of the times we don't even think about it. We paint our youth in a negative image. As adults, we paint them in a negative image. We say at risk, we say marginalized, we say underserved populations. We say all of these different things that really sound good, like they need help, but at the same time, why don't we sow in youth with promise? Why don't we sow in hope? Why don't we sow in confidence? Why don't we sow in motivation? And whenever I came onto the position with the 100, you know, we've been really blessed over the past year and a half. We've doubled our membership numbers. We went from 28 members of the organization to now we're at 63 members of the organization. We're at 115 now members and mentors a part of the organization. Our program numbers have almost doubled also when it comes to attendance. I mean, all of these things happen because you sow positive seeds. And when we think about the power of mentoring, outside of just the example of myself going through the program, because now we're going to be celebrating 25 years next year serving the Omaha community, you think mentoring is just a vehicle. And I'll go more into details about that in our breakout session, but mentoring is just a vehicle. It's what happens internally with that match that really lays the foundation for success in the future. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by mentoring is just a vehicle. What happens in between is where we can give the knowledge, we can give the experience to that next generation to elevate them, to motivate them to be successful. Because when we think about what mentoring looks like, a lot of people make a lot of different reasons of potentially why I cannot be engaged. I don't have the time, I don't do this, I don't do that. I'm sitting up here as a father of 4 of a blended family, a husband. My wife just got her doctorate degree. She's a 5-time breast, thank you, yes. So Dr. Webb, she's a 5-time breast cancer survivor. She's actually at treatment right now, and then she'll be here for the lunch period. But she gets treatment every week, and I try to make every single one of those because that's my wife, that's my rib. And outside, thank you. But when you think about, you know, many excuses that I could make of why I do not get engaged, there's no excuse. Because when we want to have prosperous communities in the future, specifically in this community, we have to act now. And there's no more opportune time than to do it right now. When we talk about Willie Barney bringing us together, a common agenda, we have all the right moving parts to make sure that this community is successful. We have organizations that are in the corporate world, foundations, nonprofits, community partners that are here to make that impact. And when we think about how passionate I am about this situation and how passionate that other individuals in this community are about the situation, let's use that vehicle to make sure we put luggage in there. Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to put an additional book bag, a brick in a book bag that these kids, these youth with promise, not at-risk youth, but youth with promise, are walking through right now. They're walking through landmines. And I was talking to the keynote yesterday at a meeting that we were at, and what he said, it really hit me. Does anybody know the only way to walk through landmines? In the footsteps of someone else. None of us will be successful unless we have mentors. None of us will be successful unless we know somebody that we can look up to and know the way to success. So it's our opportune time to make sure that these youth of promise have somebody that they can follow in their footsteps. And none of us are perfect. So when none of us are perfect, the opportune time is now. Just being around a youth and showing them the positive aspects in life can make a huge difference. So what I challenge each and every one of you, I know most of you are probably already mentoring, but if you're not, make sure you impact the youth. Make sure you sow positive seeds in the youth. Make sure you motivate them with everything they do, because you never know all of the bricks that they're carrying in that book bag. And if you take one brick out, you could be the reason that they make it to success. So look forward to having you guys in a breakout. Thank you for allowing me to grace the stage today.